Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. We are here live on a Sunday afternoon, and today we are doing session 3.8, focusing on AI at work. Of course, we've been busy with these sessions since we are on a journey of AI fluency, and today we are doing AI at work. And the idea is to get you to be more productive. You know, we live in very challenging times. The demands on us as employees is much higher. The budget is low and companies can't hire more people. They tell you, sometimes they say we are overstaffed. Sometimes they say, well, we can't hire more people. You've got to do more with less. Clients expect more. Students expect more. Young learners expect more from their teachers. Students expect more from their professors and their lecturers. Clients everywhere expect more. But there's only 24 hours and you are only one person. You have a life, you have feelings, you get tired, and you can't do everything. In fact, if you wanted to offer the service that is ideal, you'd probably ask for many more staff members, right? So you are in a very difficult situation as an employee, because there's more that's expected of you, but there's less resources that's been made available to you. And so the question is, how then do you cope? And my view is that AI is one tool that you can use. The AI tools are one opportunity for you to cope with the challenges of today. All right? So that's why today we are talking about AI at work. What's its potential? How can it help us to be more productive? And then we'll do some practice. We'll do a demonstration of what you can do to make sure that you remain productive irrespective of the impossible demands on you as only one person who has to deliver. All right? So whilst we are waiting, it's 5 o'clock, I'm going to ask you to call your neighbors, your friends, all the people who ask you for money, all the people who complain to you. If you're a psychologist, call all your clients to join in, because this can be a tool perhaps that helps them to cope with the load that they're having, that they're carrying, and they're struggling with it. Call your learners if you're a teacher. Call your students if you're a lecturer. Send that WhatsApp in the WhatsApp group of the class of Basadi ba Morapelo. Barumele message and say to them, we are here and we are starting the session at around 5:05. Laurian will join me and I'll have a conversation with her on how we can be productive despite the many challenges that we have in our lives as employees. Laurian will also talk to us about, when you're a leader and you are leading a team at work, how can you use AI to become more efficient? Okay, what are the AI tools, the key ones that she recommends? If you get these ones, you have more chance of at least copy, at least the minimum that you need to have. Remember, on this platform, we don't sell you AI tools. We advise you on what you can use. We even advise you, especially for the free AI tools, because there are a lot of free tools out there. We make you aware of the free resources that you can use. So the idea that I can't do this or that because I don't have money and so on doesn't hold here, because we make available to you the tools that are free. Okay, the tools that are free, resources that are free, courses that are free, that you can sign up for and wise up. Now, if you are sitting there and you are still saying, wazoo, I don't want to know anything about AI, I will do everything on my own, I'm not lazy, I am smart, that's fine. Say that. But don't think it's going to go away. Smart as you are, hardworking as you are, you need to know that your job is on the line. Your job will not be taken by an AI tool, but your job will be taken by someone, another human being who uses AI because you don't use it. That's what it is. That's what's at stake. It's not because AI is going to take your job. Your job will be taken by someone who uses AI. So drop the act and get on with the program, because sometimes we as Africans, we exclude ourselves from these things. And then many years later, we talk about the gap. You know, the famous talk about the gap, the idea that, you know, there's a gap, there's a literacy gap, there's a technology gap, there's a this gap. And now very soon you'll hear people talking about an AI gap, that people in communities don't know, they are not using it, they don't know how to use it. I want you to get in and use these tools. And that's why we have today Laurian, who's going to join us. And Laurian, I'm welcoming Laurian right now. It's 5:03. So I'm still going to go on to welcome people. Laurian, welcome. But I'm going to go on and say hello to everyone. Now, I'm talking about the fact that you cannot sit there and say you are not going to use AI because you are smarter. You cannot afford to do that, right? You can't afford to do that. Of course you are smart, but you are going to be even more productive and more efficient if you use AI. And that's why we are cluing you in. That's why I'm here to plug you with knowledgeable people who can tell you how do you use these tools to become more productive, to become more efficient, and to deliver more. As I said, the world has changed. The expectations on us as employees and as leaders, the expectations are much higher. You can imagine anyone who's a manager gets truckloads of emails that need responses, and if you don't respond and you are a foreman or a manager or a CEO or leader for anyone, people complain. So you've got to always respond. How do you do that? Can you do that throughout the weekend, right? People want more things, they want them faster, they want them better. And it is not possible that you, as just one human being, will be able to deliver on everything that everybody wants. Okay, that's why we use AI tools. I love my writing. I love doing things myself. But because I like being efficient and delivering and responding on time, I also depend on AI tools, right? I depend on AI tools. And today we've invited Laurian. Laurian will talk to us, and I'm just waiting a little bit, Laurian. I can see that there are 40 people in the room, and we are going to be allowing them in. What we do on this platform is, of course, to plug everyone with the goodies that will make all of us successful. We believe that each one of us can be successful. Each one of us can be successful. We just have to share the resources that we have. And the resources that we have are not just money. The resources that we have are knowledge, are connections, are in fact also the people. So you may be sitting there as an entrepreneur, and Laurian might be your connection, the connection that you need today to come and organize you. All right, Laurian, welcome. You can show your face now, your beautiful face on the screen. Laurian, welcome. So good to see you. Thank you so much for making the time. Let me tell people a little about you. Right. So Laurian, of course, as I told you, is an entrepreneur and a business coach. Personally, anyone who knows me will know that I love young people. But I love even more young people who are go-getters. Young people who don't sit there and wait for things to happen. I love young people who make things happen. I love young people who refuse to take a no. Young people who refuse to take failure. Young people who refuse to just sit and do nothing because life is tough and just ask for grants. Young people who, when they get opportunities, they grab them they run with them, they make the most of them. And Laurian is one of those young people. I've not met Laurian face to face yet, but I've read about Laurian, and I am so inspired and really impressed. When Sylvester made me aware of your work, I was floored, and I thought we need to talk to this young woman, because we need young women like you who make things happen. Last week we had Wipelo, equally amazing, and today we're having you. We've had other young people before. Sylvester, our AI enthusiast. You are an enthusiast yourself, and I like the fact that even though you've never been trained in technology, you went in, boots and all, to learn and then to teach other people. Good afternoon, Laurian.
Good afternoon, Prof. Wow, there was a warm welcome. There was a beautiful welcome. So I'd like to greet all of your viewers tonight, and I'd like to greet you, and I want to say thank you so much for this amazing opportunity to be discussing this very vital, move in our present and move into our future. And I also want to just say I'm really honored to be here tonight. Thank you, Prof, for all the work that you are doing with your personal platform, using your voice, using your experience to empower many, to empower generations in South Africa, women in South Africa. And of course, you're doing that not only through inspiration, but you're also doing that practically. So I want to say thank you so much for that, and I'm happy to be here today.
Fantastic. And I can never do it alone, and that's why you are here. So, Laurian, when I started this program, I said, the world has changed.
Yes.
There's so much demand on us. If you're an employee, the demands are higher, the resources are low, because budgets are low. Companies can hire more people, the government can hire more people, but the people you serve want more. And I sincerely believe that AI is a way in which it is more hands that can help us to do everything that we need to do to serve the people that are our clients or our staff members. But what is it that everyone needs to know about AI in the workplace?
Wow. Awesome question, Prof. It's a very loaded question as well, but I'll try my best to give a great answer. I love that, when you invited me to this program, the description, you called me an AI enthusiast, because, back in the day, I used to be someone that felt overwhelmed. I felt intimidated by technology. And I decided, this is something that I would need to change for myself, because I know that I am a leader. Mm-hmm. And I know that people that are watching here tonight, they are leaders, or they have the potential to be leader. When we talk about leadership, we're not necessarily talking about people that occupy high positions or specific titles or being ordained in leadership. You are a leader in your home when you're a parent. You are a leader in the workplace.
Laurian, your sound is running away. Are you far? Do you have a microphone? Somehow your sound keeps disappearing. Now it's back.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you loud and clear. Yes, loud and clear.
Thank you so much, Prof. So I said, we are all leaders, yes, and we're given our spaces of leadership. Doesn't matter who you are, yeah, the title that you're occupying. You don't have to be an executive, management in order to be a leader. Whatever you're given to do, you're a leader over that, and you're a leader of yourself first and foremost. Yeah. And I decided as leader, going into the future, I need to add value to myself. I need to empower myself. I need to become the best version of me. And that is what AI allows us to do. You know what? AI is seen as the third shift in the digital age. When we look at our history and the landscape of where we've been coming from, where technology is concerned, the digital age, we see that the first shift in the digital age was in the 1990s with the introduction of the internet, where information on anything and everything became readily available. And we needed to shift because we're no longer using Wikipedia. Encyclopedia. We're now using Wikipedia. We're now on the internet. And then we get to 2007, into 2009, the introduction of the mobile phone, moving into the smartphone. The way we use the internet now shifted and changed. introduction of second screening, you've got your main screen and you've got your phone on the side. The way we do business now changes. Because all of a sudden, banking, we no longer go into the bank on a Saturday, we can do our banking from our phone, our apps. We can buy clothing online. The rise of e-commerce and social media comes. That was another shift, and we need to adjust ourselves. And now, this is the third shift in the digital age, introduction of AI.
Your sound, Laurian. Laurian, I've got to ask what you're doing with your sound. Are you using a microphone?
My microphone down a bit.
Okay. It keeps disappearing. Okay. I'm not using a microphone and I'm clear. So you're using a microphone, so please position it properly, because as you talk, as you go with your hands, maybe it shifts. Okay, and then, yeah, now it's fine, but just keep watching it. I don't know what I should do. You should watch me. If I say it means the sound is low, okay, which means go louder, fix the microphone. Yeah. I want to go to the next item, but next question that I have for you, because I know that at some stage, maybe at 20 past, 25 past, we will call Serena, but not now. I don't want us to go into the history of the internet and AI. We know that already. We've gone through it in this platform. I want us to focus on today's session. And we are going to call Serena, and people who are online, I can see you who are greeting us on YouTube. Thank you very much, Chaba, Jabulani, Lindokuhle, Sylvester. Thank you so much. And many people who've joined us. I can see 49 people who joined us. But here's the next question. How can AI boost our productivity in the workplace? How does it do that?
Thank you so much for the question, Prof. And just to end off what I was saying, AI is here to stay. It is not going anywhere, so we need to embrace it.
Yeah.
We need to open our minds where this is concerned and see how we can collaborate with AI, how we can take advantage of what it can do for us. So boosting our productivity in the workplace. I've got about 4 things that I'd like to share. Number 1, it can help us to summarize. A lot of us have to, interact with large documents. I'm sure as an academic, Prof, you're so used to dealing with like tons and tons of research and paperwork. So AI can help us where summarizing is concerned. Maybe one day you have to go and do a presentation and speak before people. You don't have a lot of time. You want to get the gist. You want to get the main points out of those documents. And AI summarizing tools can, of course, help with that. The next thing is learning and understanding. Prof, you know what kind of gatekeeping has happened where education is concerned and information is concerned. Now, we have that free access to learn and understand almost anything.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't necessarily have to be an expert in software development or technology, software engineering, but I can now use AI tools to learn and understand things better. It is democratizing entire industries, whole industries. I come from the broadcast and media industry originally, and I can see now that all of a sudden people have access to animation. Maybe they've never studied animation, they've never been an animator. Maybe they've never, worked as an editor. Now you have access to post-production, pre-production, production. So learning and understanding, and I'd say that there's absolutely no excuse for us to learn and understand.
Your microphone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, how is it? Is it better now?
It's better every time you fix. So just fix it automatically. Okay. Just fix it automatically because you didn't position it properly. So you're going to have to keep fixing it every 1 second, every 1 minute. But keep going. And that's because you speak like me, you see, which is good.
Okay.
Which is good, but keep doing that. Keep doing that.
I will add my last 2 points on how it helps us boost productivity.
Yes.
Then I'll switch my camera off and my mic, and I'll try to readjust it if that's okay.
It's going to take our time. We now have only 40 minutes. Okay, you can't fix it as you speak.
It's underneath one of my tops, so I'll just continue. Continue. Okay,
maybe so when Serena joins us, when Serena is speaking, then you can fix. Okay.
No problem. Thank you. Cool. Thank you for that one. Okay, so you said learning and understanding. It's also helping us with our creativity. There are a lot of AI power.
Hold the mic so long. I can't hear you. Yeah. So the third thing, it helps us with what after learning and understanding?
Creativity. Okay. So it helps to boost our creativity. So many tools are available to us right now to, sometimes you want to brainstorm, and it will help you to spark your creativity with the blank page stage when you're thinking about how do I start maybe to create content for a video? How do I put my content together? Different creative tools that are available. And I know that there are a lot of business people, there are a lot of employees that are sitting there. They've got so much talent. They've got wisdom. Maybe they want to be like you, Prof, start a YouTube channel, share all that knowledge, that wisdom, but they don't know how to start. So those tools are there for creativity. And last but not least, it helps us with automation. And this is very important for people and businesses that want to put systems together. Maybe you're looking for an easier way to communicate with your customers, easier way to respond to emails at scale, in a bulk way. There are those systems that can help even create websites, creating apps. So those are just quickly 4 of the ways that AI can help us to boost our productivity.
And I want us to go on because before the program ends, on the last part, after we speak with Sarina, I want you to do a demo of some of the AI tools that can help us with productivity. I'm interested in that, especially the automation part, because many people can use AI for many things, but not so much for automation. So we'll talk about that. But thank you for the 4 points. And I'm sure people know that I'm forever looking for gifted people like yourself who can show how can it do this creativity, summarize whatever, but you're going to demonstrate a lot of that for us today. So, and then briefly, before I get Sarina, maybe Sarina, if Sarina is listening to us, Sarina, get ready. I'm going to ask you to join us just now. But what are the AI tools that, in your view, every workplace should have?
Okay, so I've got 3 categories that I'm going to be sharing.
Yeah.
The very first one I would say is the AI productivity or AI workspace tools. Okay, so a lot of us are used to these tools. We work with these tools on an everyday basis in the workspace. Or if you're a business and you've wanted to create a remote office online, you'll be familiar with the Google Workspace or the Microsoft Workspace, which offers us different types of tools that we use on a daily basis. Using these productivity tools in collaboration with the AI that has been created to support those tools will significantly improve your productivity in those offices, in those work suites. So for an example, if we use email, whether it be on Google or on Microsoft, the AI, which is Gemini for Google or Copilot for Microsoft, will help you with basic tasks. Let's say you are in your email and it's
your microphone is failing me.
Okay, how is it now?
Better. I think it doesn't want you to shake too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to still. Okay. So, like I said, it will help you to find those complex emails. Where documents are concerned, be it Google Docs or even your Word documents, of course, it will help you with the blank page stage. A lot of you have departments in your businesses, in your workspaces that you might not even be familiar with, but you'd like to maybe delve into sales or marketing. Maybe you have to develop a contract from scratch. You don't know how to do it. You will be able to, iterate with the AI on those things. Where your Excels are concerned or your Google Sheets, it can help you to analyze data. It can help you to calculate, different formulas, look at different types of charts. It can streamline those processes in those documents. On a meeting like this, today we are joined on Teams. Maybe you are joining your team or your colleagues on, let's say, Google Meet. These beautiful backgrounds that you see us using AI generated to show up professionally. There are different tools that are used to record.
Your microphone, Laurian.
Okay, so I think maybe what you can do is you can introduce Sarina. I'll turn off my camera and mic and sort it out in the meantime. Thank you, Prof.
Please, but I want you to hear Sarina because Sarina is going to be talking with you. I'm going to put Sarina on the spotlight. Sarina, can you switch on your camera, please? Hello, Sarina. How are you?
Good evening, Prof. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for joining me. Sarina, we've got people joining us on YouTube. I know you always join us as well, but today you are one of the people on the screen. Thank you very much for making the time. And I've invited you here so that I can introduce you to Laurian, because you are an entrepreneur. You are an entrepreneur, and I selected you among many entrepreneurs because actually I love your products. I love your work. People have no idea why am I turning 60 and my hands look so good, I look so smooth, it's because I'm using Serenity body scrub. I use every week, my hands, my legs, and I said to people I'll share with them what I use when spring comes, when winter ends. You and I were connected by your work, by your excellent products that are available at Checkers, Pick and Pay, and other places you will say. But I thought, given that you're a small businesswoman, if I connect you with Laurian, and then Laurian can ask you questions, and maybe Laurian can offer you ways in which you can make your business more efficient. And I thought that's a good demo. That in the conversation, all of us can learn something about the tools. It's better than if Laurian just talks in the abstract. So Laurian, are you ready? Laurian will ask you questions, and then she will need to tell us how is she going to help you. Maybe whilst we're waiting for Laurian, tell us about Serenity products, because I know them, but other people don't, and Laurian will join us. And when Laurian asked you, please don't repeat the things because we don't have much time. We are disturbed by Laurian's microphone. Sarina, tell us about Serenity.
Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you so much for being excited to be here. Thank you for the invitation. And of course, you've already alluded to the fact that I'm the founder of Serenity Luxury Body Care. We are an SME.
Sarina, why is your microphone also acting up? What have you people done? I checked in with you and it was fine. What happened? It keeps going on and off. So, yeah, like people should give me feedback so that maybe it's just me. Ndimpiwe Sechaba, I can see that you are online. Avela, thank you for your, and Katlawa, thank you very much for your feedback. But give me feedback on the sound, okay? Yeah, tell us about Serenity products.
Yeah, so can you hear me now, Prof?
Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me, Prof?
Yes. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay.
Go on.
Fantastic. So I was saying that we manufacture bath and body care products, inclusive bath and body care products. And, you know, they can be found in foremost retailers such as your Checkers stores. We're going into Pick and Pay.
Did she fall?
Sorry.
I think her device.
It's the device that fell. Okay.
My humble apology. So retailers such as your Pick and Pay, that's where you'll find us, but later on in the year, around October. And of course, we have a new stockist called the Health Camp. So you can also go to Health Camp, which is a fantastic pharmacy. You can buy our products from there as well.
Okay. Sarina, you're gonna have to fix your sound again, okay? But I'm gonna give over to Laurian to talk to you. I don't know what you had done. It was working, and then after the device fell, the sound went haywire again. Okay. I should have said to you earlier, keep your sound as it is, because when I tested, it was working fine. Laurian, over to you.
Okay.
Can you talk? Laurian, this is Sarina. Sarina is a businesswoman and entrepreneur. luxury body products that I use. So over to you. She needs your help.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prof. I hope I'm audible again.
Yes.
Lovely to meet you. Serena from Serenity. I have managed to do a little bit of research on your business before this call. And just to finish off that previous question, before I get into this, Prof, I'll be 2 seconds on this. We just spoke about the top AI tools that we'd recommend for entrepreneurs and businesses. I mentioned the productivity suites, researching how you can use the AI, Gemini, for Google or Copilot with Microsoft. It requires the licensing. The next product I'm going to recommend, or AI tool, is Claude, but specifically for code. Okay, so there's Claude, the general Claude, but Claude for code. For those of you that are looking for, how to build your websites in a very short period of time. So I'm going to recommend Claude for code. Of course, there's ChatGPT 5, which we might speak about a little bit later on. It is highly improved, less hallucinations and errors. And with now one prompt as well, you're able to generate a website on ChatGPT 5. My last product, I'm going to say, business owners, people in the workspace, is Canva. It is one of the best creativity tools. It is powered by AI. Everybody needs to know how to put their business logos, their branding libraries together. For those of you, we've said that these tools have democratized entire industries, wiping out industries. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but as business owners, let's take advantage of where we can save. Okay, so Serena, hi to you. And congratulations to you on this amazing business that you have. And I'm so happy to know that your products are now in these on these third-party platforms. And I just want to quickly find out from you some of the pain points that you are currently experiencing.
Laurian, there's quite a number of them, but I've just picked on the most excruciating pain points that I think today you'll be able to assist me with. Especially in our line of business, manufacturing of custom body care products and SME. And the first pain point is the unpredictability of stock and the supply chain. Forecasting is challenging, especially when you do business with bigger retailers, because they don't have a system for SMEs or a system for bigger brands. They use the same ordering system for everyone. So they don't usually ask SME where they have to go quickly, and you know what I mean. So you've got to focus correctly. And let me tell you, this is what happened. Actually, I went to one of the stores that you could like with the mall that's down the road.
Can I just ask, Laurian, can you hear Serena?
Okay, so what's happening, Serena, is I'm having a little bit of a challenge to hear you. So I'm having a challenge to hear you. So I think if it would be possible for me just to iterate and speak based on my previous knowledge of your business from research.
Now, Laurian, I want you to know that you hear how Serena was, that's how you were at the beginning.
My humble apologies. Yes. I'm so sorry.
So we had a little bit. Serena says the third parties don't treat SMMEs as SMMEs. They treat everybody as the same. And there's a problem of stock. What, Serena?
Inventory management.
Management. Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start.
Let's hear, Serena.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. So could I respond?
Yeah.
Okay. So Serena, thank you so much for sharing, those pain points about your business, especially regarding, those specific things. But I'm going to start off with my own research that I did based on your business. And one of the challenges that I'm seeing, and I've got a solution from AI for it almost immediately, and then we're going to get into some of those other pain points, is your brand visibility and your business visibility. Okay, so you're currently on your third party, suppliers, which is great. But at the end of the day, what you do require as a business is your own platform, your own website, your own infrastructure, your own centralized space where you can connect with your customers, they can learn about you, they can, purchase your products. And in that way, this is going to help you with your inventory management as well, where it comes to understanding how much stock is being purchased from your platform, as opposed to you always waiting on, working with these third-party platforms, okay? It's going to give you an opportunity also to forecast more accurately in terms of the stock that, has been purchased or the stock that's no longer available, and how much you should be able to prepare for the future. In general, it's going to help you with brand visibility. So what I'd like to recommend is Claude for Code specifically. Okay, and I'm going to show you. I've done a little bit of research and I've started the process myself, because a lot of SMEs kind of feel as if it's a little bit expensive to think about a website. Maybe you should invest in your stock first or your products first. But AI is helping us to create our own websites with only one prompt. Now, here's the trick where this is concerned. Instead of me iterating with the AI and saying, create a website with these specifications, which is possible. It's a good prompt. Remember, when we're dealing with AI, you're only as good as your last prompt. You're only as good as how great the prompt that you input into your AI assistant is, right? So I can become really great at prompting, or I could use a trick where I ask the AI to create the best prompt for me that will result in give me the best results. So what I've done is I've iterated with Claude regarding a website for Serenity. Okay, so I've taken your Instagram page, I've input it into Claude Code, and I said, okay, this is what Serenity skin and beauty product, body products are all about. And I've chosen a top-end website, another skincare, another body wellness website from Asia. And I said, give me this type of website through researching this Instagram page and what this
that's
is
nice.
Okay, so let's see what I've actually come up with.
I like that. I like the fact that you're using the information that's there already.
Yes. Because obviously, remember, guys, AI is studying. It is learning more about us consistently so that it can predict and, move forward. So the first thing I want to do is perhaps I want to show you what my page looks like that I've been iterating on with the AI, with Claude. Let me just see if I can get there. And then I want to show you what the website looks like. Ooh.
Sarina, in the meantime, can I check if you have Claude on have you downloaded Claude?
Not yet, Prof. I will get on it.
Yes.
I've been using ChatGPT, but definitely will get on Claude.
Claude for Code. Claude for Code, because that's what's going to help you. Yeah?
So it's the ordinary Claude, then there's Claude for Code. So I've been iterating, and you can see it's given me the specific code, and we've gone down how to create the shopping carts, the product models, the checkout flow, the local storage, etc., etc. We've been iterating all this while, and I want to show you what we've managed to come up with, so you can see what your beautiful Serenity basic website looks like already.
Look at that.
And, look at that. So we've done that. So you can see Serenity, discover your natural radiance, premium skincare crafted with love by Serena. Embrace the serenity of beautiful skin. And we've gone down. Unfortunately, it's already done costing in USD for you, because I've taken it from the Asian website. So this is the standard pricing, across the world. But these are things that you can change as well. So it's got some of your products right over there. About Serenity, founded by Serena. Serenity represents a harmonious blend of nature's finest ingredients. It's got a lot of information. Each product is thoughtfully developed, scientific approach backed by dermatological research, cruelty-free. Get in touch. And we've got your Instagram with a button that can just be clicked on, your hours right over there. And then we go down There's a lot of your information right at the bottom. So this is just, for you as a business person to see how you can improve your business, your space, how you can become the best version of yourself as a business. And of course, I think one of the most important things would be, Serena, like I said, you need brand visibility, business visibility, and all of this is going to help you with your issue where the inventory issue is concerned at the end of the day. So I'd recommend having your website, number one, which AI can help you with. Number two, do you have a Google business profile?
We have ads. Actually, they are ready. The designer is just done with them. They are ready. We should be actually sending them or going live, I think, by tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's where we're going next. To send them on Google. Google and Instagram ads.
So what I'd like to recommend, I'll give you some homework because Prof she's literally given us a live consultation session, on her page tonight. So I'll give you some homework. Go and try out Claude specifically for code, and then go and start your own Google business profile. Okay, so this is a free local listing that is going to be available to you in search, because this is where you want to create your visibility on the search engine, because millions of people are going to the search engine. I like to say this, there's the physical world, then there's the spiritual world, then there's the online world. And you need visibility in the online world because people are in the online world. So if you can put your business profile, it's going to add credibility, give you credibility. You can get your customer reviews, your times that you're on. And like I said, it is a local listing. So for example, if somebody goes to the search engine and says skincare products in Rosebank, if I'm just making a random example, your business pops up because it's in that local listing. But if it's not in the local listing, unfortunately, you're missing out on clients that could be patronizing your business. And the last thing I would say with AI, whether you're using Claude or ChatGPT or even Gemini, you can now ask it to help you improve your SEO, that is your search engine optimization in the search engine, to make you more visible. So even though you are on the third-party platforms, you could iterate with the AI and say, listen, I need to improve my SEO so that I can rank highly in the search engine. Okay, so I've got products at Pick and Pay in Soshanguve, for example, and I've got products at Pick and Pay in Santon. Whenever people type skincare Soshanguve, I want my business to rank for those keywords that they're inputting into the search engine. Help me to come up with a plan for the back end of my website, or include it. So as you're iterating, let's say with this website, include all your SEO plans so you can have your visibility. Now, once you have your website, you will have the ability to track the amount of customers that come onto the website, buy products, how many of them, what their behavior is like on the website. Remember, a lot of these tools are powered by AI. Now, you get to automate on your website. So let's say your product inventory is finished. The AI within those tools will automatically update new products that are available, etc., etc. So it's just about us as entrepreneurs learning, understanding, researching, getting our heads around how AI is the best business mentor you will ever have. Whatever you are lacking, right? If it's a business mentor, if it's a pastor, if it's a tutor.
All right. Laurian, we have 20 minutes and I wanted us to do the practice at the end. Now I want you to go to Sarina's second pain point, or is it the third pain point? Because you've helped her with visibility. She needs to be visible, and so she needs to have a website, and then she needs to have a Google business profile. And what I was hearing you say, Sarina was saying, well, I've asked someone to do it for me, which means Sarina is going to pay for that. And what Laurian is saying to you, Sarina, is, hey, you can do this yourself. But you can go back and listen to this and hear it again, because that's what I'm hearing. Laurian, what's the third? Sarina?
the second one, quickly, I see the time is not on our side. The marketing, the authenticity. You know, marketing is key, and us with brands, like you said, we need. And I found that the visual nuances, like showing the African skin or just the correct African skin, I found that it's a bit of a problem. Like I don't know, AI just uses it and just doesn't give you a real African skin. Okay. And it makes it so difficult to find models. If you're, using AI instead of buying models from, one of those platforms, for AI to generate those models, but within that authentic African skin, that is a problem. But I
All
think
right.
it's
We are going to. I want us to spend time on solutions. So you've pointed at the problem. Solution.
Okay.
Because, by the way, solution is in your hand. I use your products and I'm African, okay? Okay. And I like your products and I like you, okay? So I can do a video and show people how does it work because I'm happy with your product. But if you don't ask, you don't get. You're going to pay. Okay, Laurian, over to you.
Oh, wow. Serena, you just got a public deal with Prop King.
What can I do?
I would take that with open hands, but okay. Let's talk about AI and where these things are concerned. You need to understand that these language models, they are still studying, they're still learning, they're still improving, they're still becoming better, okay? So one thing that you can do as a business, because we've just spoken about the website thing, and for you to successfully collaborate and work with AI, you need to have your fundamentals correct, okay? Your building blocks of business need to be correct. And that's what you getting your website, your visibility, all those things together. The next thing is that you need to train AI on who you are and who your business is. You need to feed it certain information. One thing we always say to the SMMEs that join us in our classes is that you should never let AI run on autopilot.
Yeah.
Okay? Because at the end of the day, we need your authenticity. We need your brand voice. We need to understand your brand. Where marketing is concerned, we always say that marketing is always going to be about people, and there is nobody that knows people better than another person. So you use your knowledge, you use your ability in collaboration with AI. So when you're iterating with an AI, research assistant, you can tell it and say, hi, this is who we are as a business. These are our brand values. This is our brand voice. This is our brand library. Okay, these are talents. This is what we stand for. You need to train the AI to understand your voice completely. If you work, build up a brand.
All right, Laurian, the third, I'm going to ask us to go to the third solution. Your sound is playing up as well. Okay, Laurian, your sound is playing up. So, yeah. So, what's the other pain point that you need to help Serena with?
I think earlier on we spoke about inventory management and also forecasting, okay? So the solution to that is in the website, okay? Because once you build your website, your tracking tools are available to you, which is powered by AI. And at the end of the day, where inventory management is concerned, even on the third-party platforms, you can now install software that will be able to tell you when products are bought from your platform or products are bought from third-party platforms. Immediately, you as a business owner get alerted by that, and then you can, forecast. It will even pull together the data from your Google Business Profile, from your social media space, as well as your website. So now what you're looking to do as homework is to create a robust e-commerce platform where action can actually take place on your platform. And now these tools are embedded into your website that can track and give you the data and the analytics that you need. But at the end of the day, I think, we need more time to sit together and formulate how this gets. But
I want to say goodbye to Serena because I want us to have time to do the practice. Sarina,
Okay.
I see you wanted to say something.
Well, I'm so grateful, Lauren. I think it would be best to connect afterwards because I still have some questions. And I'm grateful. I mean, I look at that website, the aesthetic, the colors, our colors. I'm excited. And thank you for this opportunity. Let's connect on it.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarina. I mean, you got the most from this session. You've got the model. You got free business advice. We'll talk after the show. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarina. Lauren,
Yes.
in the last 10 minutes, I want you to give us some demos of AI tools, some AI demo tools to help with productivity. And as I said earlier, I'm even more interested in the automation. Okay, people, as I said, people demand more from more service, quicker and everything, and we are just too busy. Budgets are low, staffing can increase. Start us up. Show us some of the tools. Do a demo of some of the tools that we can use.
Okay, definitely. I just wanted to prepare one of my pages. Let me see which page I can share. Okay, so
Lindo Kutle is asking if Serenity is online. Serenity is not online. That's why Lauren was advising Sarina that the first thing that he has to do is to deal with business visibility, and the website is the first thing. So the products are at Checkers, ShopRite, Pick and Pay, and so on. They will be on Take a Lot, as she said, before the end of the year. Lauren?
I will be with you now.
Yeah, whilst Lauren is getting that ready, I will show you on my pages this week, sometime this week, perhaps by the end of the week, I'll demonstrate some of the one of my favorite Serenity products that I use, so that you can see what they look like. Absolutely fabulous, and I like the fact that they were made by a black woman for black people. Okay.
Beautiful.
Lauren?
I'm just trying to get one of my pages together. I think I'll be able to share it in a...
All right.
Green.
Okay. It is on the screen now. Yeah.
Okay. I want us to try the Notebook LM, which is one of the amazing tools.
Yeah, Sylvester introduced us to Notebook LM a few weeks ago, introduced people to Notebook LM. But yeah, tell us more about it.
Okay, so basically this is really going to help us with our summarizing at the end of the day, right? So I've got a particular, I want to paste it. I've got a particular document that has been saved in my online space, okay? And this document is all about brainstorming. It's a hectic, document. You can see it on your screen. I've just put it in. And now what's going to happen is that this AI tool is actually giving me the summary, the art and the practice of brainstorming right over there. So it's taken like a really heavy document and it's given me the gist at the end of the day. But what I love about this tool, specifically, if I can just open up this report side, is that I'm also able to create a study guide with it, right? Which I absolutely love. So this just goes to show you how AI can help us with productivity, whether we are students, whether we are in the workplace. Yeah. So let's say I would like to create a study guide for my group of people that I'm tutoring. At the end of the day, I've just come up with a brainstorming study guide right over here. And it's got what is brainstorming, why brainstorming. And if I go down, ground rules for effective brainstorming. And what I love right at the bottom is that it's also generated a quiz for me as well in the form of short form questions, as well as in the form of essay questions. It's got the answer key as well. So that's why I really, really love this tool. And something that is really awesome is that you can also, get the gist of this in an audio form or in a video form. And of course, it's going to generate, a specific AI generated model to do that. So that's one of the tools that I wanted to share with you guys.
And here's the thing. If you're in the office, you get a big document, a report to read, you're going to a board meeting tomorrow, you can put the document in this tool. It will summarize for you, give you the key points, help you prepare for the board meeting. That's if you're in a hurry. If you're a student, you've got big course material, the course is starting, you want at the beginning of the semester to be on board as to what's this about, you could put the whole thing on there and it will do the same for you. My suspicion is that it may even be able to do it in other languages too, but we're not going to go there right now. But many tools can do that.
It's 100% it's getting to that point, and like I said earlier on, these language models are learning a little bit more, so don't get frustrated if Xhosa is not instant Xhosa yet. It sounds like a generalized Xhosa. It's getting better. The more it learns on the data that comes from people. Remember, it's learning at scale.
Yes.
Now,
what's the second tool? Yep.
For the business owners, I'm going to be using Gemini right now, okay? And this is obviously the Google Worksheet tool. It is also great. And I just want to encourage all the business owners out there, remember that your prompts need to be really, really awesome to get the best out of AI. So as you guys can see right over here, I've input, I said, I am a fitness studio owner seeking to drive traffic from my Instagram to my website. Help me understand the difference between comments versus shares in predicting long-term audience growth and website clicks. Okay, so that's the first prompt that I just wanted to do. So your prompt matters at the end of the day. So when you're iterating, ensure that you're able to get an intelligent answer at the end of the day. And so it gives me my answer right over there, and it defines for me what comments are all about, okay, because that's what I was asking. And then it gives me what shares is all about at the end of the day, predicting website clicks. And then it says the fitness studio owner strategy. It gives me a strategy as well. As a fitness studio owner, your goal should be to create a balanced content strategy that encourages both. Here's how you can leverage each. Gives me how I can use comments and shares. And of course, these are all the, the summaries. And then I want to, ask it one more time. You can see it says, have Gemini create a detailed research report on this topic. I don't want that right now. So I'm actually going to say no, where that is concerned. But what I do want to do is I want to continue this topic. And I want to iterate it further.
Mind your microphone.
Sorry.
All right. Some people haven't heard us talk about Gemini. Gemini is an AI tool that comes with Google. It is free, and that's what Laurian is using right now. Laurian?
These metrics.
Laurian, your microphone completely went shut, so we didn't hear what you were saying.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
So I said, I'm going to end off this prompt by saying provide 2 unusual tactics that I might not have considered to improve those metrics. It's just to show you guys how to iterate and how to use intelligent prompts at the end of the day. It gives me 2 unusual tactics right over here to improve my comments and shares. Is number 1, the Open Studio Day online version tells me how it works and why it's unusual and effective. And then it gives me my second point right over there, the human-powered challenge, how it works, etc., etc. So those are some of the, I know we're running out of time. Those are just some of the demos that I wanted to do for you guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Laurian. I can see Chaba is making a suggestion. Is it possible to share a presentation from both ladies on Feb Academic? That way we can read the presentations and not lose the value due to technical complications. Yeah, I'm sure we can. I know Laurian had a presentation and I wanted us to have a conversation. Is it possible to share your presentation, Laurian?
Yes, ma'am, it would be.
Okay, and then Laurian, you should share with us also. You'll give me the details that you want me to share on my pages for people who want the coaching. Some people might be wanting to work with you separately as an entrepreneur so that you focus on your business. I would like us to do that. Some people maybe, it may be that you have a group of students who say, come and help us. We want to maximize our use of AI for our studies, using it ethically, because it's not like we're saying people should copy. The idea is to using AI to help you in your learning, to make your learning easier, to make the preparation of your work, for board meetings, for anything, for reading big documents in a short time. And we're saying AI can help you. So Laurian will give me all those details, and then we'll share with you. But people are really, really appreciating. Lindokuhle says, refreshing ideas. Thank you for enlightening us, Laurian. And Jabulani says, brilliant stuff, folks. Thanks for the share, skills sharing and transfer. So, Laurian, people are very appreciative, more than I am. I want you to know that there's lots of affirmations that are coming up. People are doing it with the emojis, but there's a lot of appreciation. Of course, we're doing it fast here. Okay, we're doing it within an hour, and we're just giving people an idea, and we're hoping that people will then go and check, what is this Gemini, what is it, and then go to the video, because we'll save the video on YouTube. Then people can go and check, what did Laurian say, can I do it? And today you haven't only shown us how AI can help us be productive. You've also done it practically with Sarina, but also demonstrating the notebook LM, as well as how you use Gemini. I mean, also when you were talking to Sarina about the Google business profile, I'm sure other people learned that as well, because even if you are not running a business, even if you are an academic and you have a website, you have your papers there, you want to drive traffic to your academic publications so that people can read the papers. It's almost like you're selling a product as well. Your product is your knowledge. So you want people to read your papers, and you also may be interested in, people have to find my work. And so these tools that you've given us today help everyone, not just people in business, professional people as well. And so they are very helpful. I took a lot of notes, and I think rather than people skipping to read documents, Laurian, Notebook LM is there to help you at least summarize. If you can't read the document, at least read the summary that you have asked Notebook LM to produce. At least read the summary. At least, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Rather than people coming to the meeting, they haven't read the document, they are only opening it now at the meeting. Rather than do that, put it into Notebook LM, let it produce a summary for you. You read a summary, at least to have an idea. As people discuss, you have an idea. You can even ask, these tools are so good that you can say, give me questions that I can ask from this document. They will still give you,
Yes.
They can critique, they can do. And Laurian also talked about prompt. You are just, the line that you use, you are as good as your last prompt.
Yeah.
Your use of and Laurian, I'm sure people who don't know how to prompt, who are struggling, can also ask ChatGPT, GPT-5 or Claude or whoever, and say, teach me prompt engineering. I'm sure these tools will teach you, hey?
They teach you, ma'am. And what I can do is I for those people who want to improve in AI, there are some free courses that are available at the Google Digital Garage. So I'll send you those websites that have certifications. Some of them are entry level, some of them are a bit more senior. So those who would like to really, Google goes in depth with you. We are only spending an hour here, but they've got different courses that you'll pass. And I can also send you, maybe you put it on your page.
Yeah.
I'll send you a list of prompts, just a few prompts that people can, this one that says, give me.
Your microphone is deserting you. Your microphone.
Maybe we do part 2 next time.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes.
Laurian, thank you so much for joining me. Have a good evening. I want to say my goodbyes to tell people about next week, but we're grateful for your time and for your help. I'll talk to you later tonight, and because I'm really grateful for what you shared. So everyone joining us on YouTube, thank you very much for joining us. Let me tell you, next week we are having an amazing session. You remember the young people who won the prize to Cape Town. The trip is happening the end of this week. They are arriving in Cape Town on Thursday night, and the fun starts from Friday morning. So it will be all over my social media pages. But on Sunday, we're going to be sharing, the session will be with the young people who won. So if you remember, Dimpiwe Gosa from a Faculty of Best Advisory at VETS won, as well as Nicole. I can't remember Nicole's surname. Nicole is from Walter Sisulu University. And of course, the person who was next in line was Amangosi, also from Walter Sisulu University, and the Vice Chancellor has agreed to fund Amangosi, who organized, of course, helped Nicole get this, and also got his own registrations. So Amangosi will also be joining us. The three of them will be in Cape Town as my guests next week. They arrive on Thursday night, and they'll be staying until Sunday, or they're leaving on Monday, I think. We had promised them only a weekend, but now we are giving them a long weekend. And I will be there as their host. I'll entertain them. I'll do fun stuff with them. And then on Sunday during the session, we will talk with them about their AI journeys. They won the AI Fluency Campus Tour campaign competition, but they have been themselves on AI journeys. They're going to be sharing with us the AI tools that they're using. We'll be in the same room because we'll be at my place in Cape Town, and they will share with us, and you will learn a lot from them. I don't know whether they were using AI before, but don't miss the session next week. It's a bumper session. It's going to be fun. But also visit my social media pages, especially from Thursday, because from Friday, because I'll be sharing every step of the way what we're doing with the three young people, very lucky young people who are going to spend a long weekend at my house in Cape Town. I look forward to hosting them. Thank you so much to everyone for your comments, for being here every weekend, learning, growing, and becoming better people. See you.